Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Starflames. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe to my channel, turn on your notification bell, and join the family. In this video guys, we're gonna discuss a report that is coming out from TMZ. TMZ is saying that they have learned that Candace Owens was fired from her hosting job at the Daily Wire because her bosses were fed up with what they viewed as her repeated promotion of anti-Semitism. TMZ has learned, right? They're saying that the conservative media company announced Friday morning that it was parting ways with Candace Owens, and while no official reason was mentioned, sources with direct knowledge tells us it was squarely over what the Daily Wire anchors saw as anti-Semitism, and the firing went down early this week. Now, guys, this is a tough one, right? Because we know that Ben Shapiro has been pushing for this since Candace Owens has been sharing her views on the Gaza Israel conflict. She has been speaking out against genocide and saying that it should not be accepted, tolerated, and US citizens should be allowed to speak freely about their opinion. However, they are not given such luxury of speaking out freely. Not only that, 2 days ago, Candace Owens opened on her podcast that she's been consistently bullied, harassed, and attacked for not speaking out against Ye. They're saying that she supports anti-Semitism. Not only that, Candace Owens has also shared that in the early stage of her career as a journalist, she made a comment as it relates to Adolf Hitler's views on economics, and people basically started twisting her words, accusing her of being a Hitler supporter. When she played the clip, you could clearly hear when she was saying, there was nothing wrong with Adolf Hitler's economic view, but it's just that that could not work for the entire world. Maybe it could work for Germany. Now, please note that this is not Candace Owens' exact, this is not verbatim of what Candace said. It is paraphrasing, okay? So just to, allow you guys to have some context there. She also shared about the rabbi and his daughter who owns a adult toy selling business, and she has been speaking out saying that a rabbi and his daughter should not be selling butt plugs and dildo. And it seems as though it has really sparked some major backlash against her. So they're saying that she's now terminated for alleged, anti-Semitism. And what they're labeling as anti-Semitism is basically nonsense. Because if you cannot speak out against genocide with you being labeled as anti-Semitic, it means you're a slave. You are not free. You do not live in a world or country, that believes in democracy. And democracy should never die in darkness. America is an immigrant country. If you look at the history of America, you can say the only people you can say America belongs to is the Indians. This may be deemed as anti-Semitic as well, because whenever you don't say the things that the people want to hear, and we're talking about the powers that be, they label you as being anti-Semitic. Even though I've learned by with Candace Owens that even old, English words and phrases are now being deemed as anti-Semitic. So because Candace Owens is speaking out against genocide, because she has refused to speak out, against Ye, she is now being labeled as anti-Semitic. They are putting her photograph next to Adolf Hitler and saying she's a Hitler lover and she supports Hitler. And the clip that she shared has absolutely nothing in it supporting Hitler. It's very sadistic as to what they're doing. And she also says they do these things just to trigger you for you to act out of character. So they have more to say against you. And what she's saying definitely makes sense because we have seen where that is being done to Ye, and is why consistently they don't care if it's lies or not, because they know that there are a group of people, as I've always called them, the at a glance people, who just pays attention to the at a glance information. They don't pay attention to what's true, what's right, or what is factual. They don't try to gather the pieces of the puzzle and put them together. The headlines is definitely what does it for them. No, there's one thing that we all know if we have been paying attention, and that is a lot of journalists and a lot of, actresses has been terminated, and they have been blackballed, blacklisted because of their stunts on the Gaza Israel happenings. But what I find is that the journalists, they seems to be branching off and doing better than they were doing working with these networks. Not only that, I also believe that for the past 2 years, Candace Owens has been in a place where she's consistently forced and bullied, to say things. And I also believe that for the past year, maybe year and a half, she has been feeling as though she is in a place where she will never truly belong, because if she speaks out honestly, then it becomes a problem. And she knows that that should not be the case. Make no mistakes. Candace Owens is nobody's fool, honey. She's nobody's fool. But we know that the powers that be, they are very, very much powerful, very much in control, and they can ruin her depending on how they pivot. I don't think they have the power as they once had. I don't think that they're able to convince people as they once were able to, because the world is now paying attention and paying closer attention than ever before. And as such, I think that everything will be exposed. I do believe the truth will be exposed. And Carol has been exposing a lot of truth. A lot has been exposed and is being exposed on Twitter. Make no mistakes. We know that there are also lies on Twitter, but I have to say, for the most part, what I'm seeing is what I pay attention to is where the lies are being exposed. And I don't care who is telling the lies. I believe that the truth should prevail at all times. And I believe that people who lives in a democratic country should have the right to speak out against genocide, no matter the race, the color, the class, or creed. I believe that anything that's wrong and immoral, no matter who you are, no matter your religious background, whether you worship in a temple, pray in a church or mosque, I believe that people do need protection and support when things such as those are happening. And it should not be the case wherein you're being retaliated against for standing up for humanity. It is very disgusting that this is happening in a world where we claim to be civilized. And that's all I have to say about that. Let me know what are your thoughts. While you're at it, give this video a big thumbs up. Share if you care. Stay safe, stay blessed. See you guys later. Peace.